So we just saw this movie called I Can Only Imagine. It was really great. So what's this about?
Well, it's about this dude, this chunky guy. I think he had Downs, a little bit of a mouth breather.
He's a little slow.
Yeah, he was a little slow. I thought that they were
slow.
gonna go full Sandra Bullock special needs
Blindside.
guy. Blindside. Yeah, I could totally feel it coming because it like starts off. They're talking to this dude. They're interviewing this guy. And they're like, wow, this amazing song. Oh my God, this amazing song.
In like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Pretty much awesome.
Oh yeah, I mean, he was the best. He wrote that amazing triple platinum song in like 10 minutes is what he said. And they were just like, whoa, you are a genius. Amazing. So then they start the flashback and he's like, this is the part I was worried about. I thought he was going to be special, like special needs.
Well,
where he's like staring into the sun for some reason.
He's paid to get the leaves off this woman's yard, and he doesn't do it. He's just staring in the sun with his mouth open, listening to music.
Yeah,
and
mouth
then
breathing.
She gives him $10 for doing a good job.
Yeah, and this was like the 80s, so that's like $1,000 back then.
Yeah.
And he just kind of stood there, like he didn't actually do anything. But it's cool because, you know, she's a good Christian woman. Did I mention that I'm a Christian?
Oh, no.
Yeah, like totally all about the J-Man, the G-Wiz. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We have a great relationship.
I never heard of it.
Yeah.
So, the young Kevin James.
Yeah, Kevin James Smith.
He is not blowing the leaves off the yard.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes home.
Yeah, he had a space helmet.
Yeah, he tried to make a starfighting space helmet, and Dad's like, your dreams will never bring you
Don't pay
anywhere.
the bills.
Yeah, that's right, because he was all pissed off about his dreams. Like, he wanted to be a football player, and he was
He's actually burning his football stuff.
He's burning hhis football gear in a trash can, which I don't think you can do because it's like plastic and stuff. This is just trash, right? And the kid's like, yeah, don't hit me. And he's like, throws that in the fire too. It's a trash can helmet.
So Mom sends him off to camp.
Yeah,
Probably
Christian space camp.
Probably to get him away from like the abusiveness.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna kidnap him because it was like she got beaten that night or something. They didn't show it; they just kind of like alluded to it.
So there he meets a young Daisy Ridley.
Yeah, she's like so good at everything, and like immediately she's like writing in her journal that she's like in love with him.
Yeah.
And then like some awkwardness happens, and he's like, "Oh, I read your journal."
It's like the journal in that Neil Breen movie about the wonderful day, but it's like, I love this boy.
Yeah, she wrote that in her journal.
In big
Everybody
letters.
saw it. Huge letters. Just met him, kind of fat. She was hot.
They didn't even know his last name.
Yeah.
But
She's like, I love Kevin.
she worked it out. She figured it out anyways.
Yeah.
But then they say, don't have your Walkman at camp. But that one kid's like, oh, I'll shoot off fireworks.
Yeah, they did like a full like stranger danger moment where like the kids were like sneaking out and they're playing like synth music in the background. They're piggybacking off of the stranger danger. And they're shooting fireworks, and then they had like a romantic moment, and it was really sweet. And then flash forward, he goes home, Mom's gone, she abandoned him.
Right.
And then Dad's like pissed.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, your mom hates both of us now. Which I didn't really get.
And so the boy's like, well, I want to please my dad and be a football star. And he pushes it way too hard and he breaks something.
Yeah, he broke his like spleen or something. They had to staple his spleen shut. And so he's like, you're never going to play football again. You're a disappointment. And he's like, yeah, I know. And then they make him do like a different thing at school for extracurriculars.
Yeah, it's like, join the glee club. So.
Yeah. And they're playing Hallelujah when he walks in his wheelchair.
Yeah. He walks in his wheelchair. The teacher overhears him singing one day.
Yeah, he's doing like rock opera.
Yeah, he's like, oh, such a good singer. It's like, oh, thanks so much. Okay. Well, anyways. And then he's like the lead in the play. And Dad's like, no son of mine is a singer.
Yeah, he finds out about it like during the show where he's like singing Oklahoma, and he's like, his dad's like sitting in like a diner eating breakfast at night, and he reads like this little advert that says that he's like singing in Oklahoma, and then it causes his dad to have like a stroke or something.
He's so mad about it.
Yeah.
That even though he found out he just found out he has cancer, he's more upset about the play.
Yeah. He's way more upset about the play.
Which is confusing.
Yeah. So, like, maybe it wasn't the football gear that gave him cancer. It was his singing.
I don't know. I just, at that point, I wrote the word gay really big in my notes. I did. It's right there. Daisy Ridley goes to her like preacher group, or his like prayer group with like Preacher Dave.
Yeah.
And Preacher Dave's like, "What's wrong, Daisy Ridley?" And she's like, "Oh well, one of my friends, blah blah blah. Let's pray for him." And then,
yeah, she said all this like right in front of him, which was like super like condescending.
which you could just talk to the guy.
Yeah, I just talked to him. Weren't they like doing it?
Well, we don't know. They were going out, in quotes, going out. And,
Yeah.
But just, they say it, they don't show it. That's the big problem with this movie. They
Yeah.
say stuff, they don't show it.
This is when I thought that maybe George Lucas was making this movie, because it was like the dialogue. It was a little bit like, say your line, reverse shot, say your line.
Oh, I
shot,
like you. We are going out.
say
That
it.
is established.
I like you. I like you too. Together. Fireworks. Yeah.
And then so he's like, I'm out of here. I need to be my own and blah, blah, blah. And he leaves on a motorcycle.
Yeah, he gets this motorcycle, just kind of like, I think he stole it. His dad gave it to him, even though he hates him. And, and he's like, I'm done. I'm over.
It's over.
Yeah, and he drops out of high school and he leaves.
And then he's a sound dude in in some place. And this band just has this conversation. It's like, gee, I wish we had a singer. I wonder if anyone here can sing.
That was what happened. Literally, that is what happened in the movie.
I wrote gay.
Yeah, it's in the notes. I saw it. Gay.
Gay. Say. So, jump ahead, like, now he's in the band all of a sudden. Again.
Yeah. They were like, oh, are you serious? You sort of right? Hey, you should be in our band.
Say it, don't show it.
Yes, don't show it.
They're in the band.
It's a movie, say it.
So they're in a concert sometime later. Could be a week, could be a month.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? And they play like some generic rock song, and then I'm just like, okay, whatever. It's not the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. And then he starts telling the story, and the band just plays the song. They all know the chords already. They make it up on the spot. And it's like, did they
they were a
practice
jam
this?
band.
Yeah, is there a jam band? Are they practicing this?
When I was 10, 11 years old,
Talent agent shows up, and he looked like a dirty biker.
Yeah.
And I think that was like sort of like they were trying to say that people can be Christian even if they look like tough and big and hairy and leather jackets.
You don't have to be Amy Grant.
Yeah.
To be Christian.
And he's like, hey, a biker, we're a bigger band than this, so believe me, trust me.
Biker guy apparently is some dude who's a music dude. And he's like, oh, I've written you every day for 2 years. So,
nice.
thanks for coming to the show. It's like, then he goes, you should go on tour with us on this bus. And here's a guy who's like 50. And here's these guys who are like 20.
Yeah.
And it's like...
Except Kevin Smith was like 35.
Oh, yeah. We're supposed to be really young.
Yeah.
And he does it. He goes on this bus with these strange kids for like 3 weeks.
Yeah. Well, how long? I don't know.
Actually, time is irrelevant in this movie.
Time...
And then fast forward, because you can't have any middle parts, they have a show in Nashville. And like the tall guy got a bunch of record deal people there.
Yeah, they were like Christian labels, but they were all like freaking Simon, what's his name with the tight shirts?
Simon Cowell's.
Simon Pegg Cowell.
Yeah, and there's like Neil Breen extras.
Oh yeah, there was a guy who was like totally from like a Neil Breen film.
Your music was not good. I'm not going to sign you. I've stated this fact, and now we all know.
Yeah, that was exactly how it was executed by that extra.
Yeah.
Who had
I
spoken
wrote
lines. Yeah. There's
I read the Neil Breen extras are like, your music is bad. We don't think it's good. Which, I think they were right. Maybe disagree, but I think.
Yeah, I mean, I was getting along to it. I don't know.
So tall guy is like well, he's trying to be reasonable. Like, well, hey, yeah, these they've gotten better. They've gotten a little better. And then Kevin James comes out and is like, hey, and he walks around like he's Chris Farley and like hits things, knocks things over, and he yells at them.
It was all like very like Fall Downy Book of Mormon dude.
Yeah. Pretty much, and he just says way too much.
Yeah. He basically shoots himself in the foot and then says fuck you to the rest of the band and is like, I gotta go handle some shit.
But he says, it's like, we're still a band. No, we're not a band, we're family. Because it's Fast and the Furious now. And so he goes off to deal with stuff. Because the tall guy's like, you got some demons to wrestle. He didn't say it, but they probably said, you got some demons
they pretty
to
much
wrestle.
said it.
You got some demons to wrestle.
If they didn't spell it out, I probably wouldn't have gotten it. So I appreciate that movie.
Yeah, I don't like any subtlety. So he goes home and he's like, oh, Dad, you go to church now? And then he's like, yes, I go to church now. He's like, but I don't care about anything. You do. And he's about to leave.
Yeah, wait. So he already knew that his dad had like rage issues. He shows up in the middle of the night at his house. I don't know how long it's been since he's been there. Probably like years.
Yeah.
Shows up at his dad's house, goes to bed, comes down the stairs, he's like, I can't deal with this. Yeah. And it's like, he was there to kill him. He really was there to kill him, dude.
He wants to be. There's a scene where he goes to steal his dad's car. So he goes in the barn, and the dad is there, and he's fallen over because he's like really mad, and he fell over. And then he grabs the bat, and the bat's shaking in his hand.
Yeah.
Like, I want to do something with this bat. I'm like, what? Where's this movie going?
And his dad's like, do it.
Just do it. Do it. Just do it. Dennis Quaid. Just do it. From Inner Space, which is an awesome movie.
Oh, I got about halfway through it, and then when the dude's like drinking in his esophagus, I was like, meh. Oh wait, he's got cancer, and then all of a sudden he's like, yeah, the J-Man wouldn't be cool.
So he helps his dad out, and they get closer.
Yeah.
Which, this part bugged me, because it's like, that sucks what he's going through, but they're just whitewashing everything, saying everything that happened is fine. Every single thing that happened, most of his life, is just like forgotten and over.
Yeah.
It's like, it takes all the complexity of relationships out and everything's fine now.
Yeah.
Which, you can say, well, things are different and a little better, but you want to just say like, oh, forget everything.
Yeah. Well, he learned at Christian Space Camp to forgive, and he wrote in his book,
oh yeah, he writes in his book, I forgive my
Daddy.
dad for doing some really awful, awful things.
Yeah. He spanked me so hard that I couldn't sleep on my butt. And then Dad cried, and he's like, what'd you cry about, Dad? You're the one that did it. I want to fight you. Yeah.
I stopped writing stuff down because I was confused. Yeah, I stopped writing
Yeah, the notes stopped there. I mean, I was kind of fading. I was tired.
Then he writes this song. And now, after all this, you think this song's got to be amazing. It's got to be a detailed song.
It was 2 hours of build-up.
Yeah, it's got to be a detailed song about his father and the bad times and like the later good times, like really personal song. And he sings it, and everyone's crying.
Yeah,
and the song is
Bart, you didn't write this song.
like a
in 10
later
minutes.
Aerosmith
Took a lifetime.
ballad.
Well, that's what
do
all
this?
Christian music is. It's a ballad to Jay.
What bothered me is it's like, here's a big story about him and his dad, and not one point in the song does he mention his dad. It's just the most generic Christian song about, it's like, I can't imagine what heaven's like. That's it.
Yeah.
He could have written that without going through any problems whatsoever.
Oh.
Yeah,
but it helped a lot of people. They liked it.
But if they didn't hear the story, here's the problem with the song. If they didn't hear the story, they wouldn't know what it's about. And a song should tell you what it's about through the song.
No, you gotta have it for like a broader audience, because if you spell it out, then people won't be able to say like, oh, it means this song's about me because I interpret it this way.
It could have been about the dog dying. It
Yeah.
could have been about like losing his car keys.
Exactly, that's
Could have
the
been on
point.
anything.
Because everybody can relate to that.
Losing their car keys.
Yeah, not everybody's dad beat them and then became good.
Yeah.
So you got to write a song that could be applicable to every situation. I cannot believe I actually got that word out.
Applicable.
Normally I struggle with it. I'm not
You
going to
would
try it
say
again.
applicable.
I'm not going to try it again. That is a first for me. Write it down. What's the time? Time 6, 11. I can't tell time.
8:52 p.m.
Okay, it really is 8:52.
It is.
By the way, p.m.
Yes.
Eastern Standard Time. New York. Just a little behind the scenes.
Yeah, we live in New York
in case
City.
you're wondering.
Yeah, behind this green screen is New York City.
Yeah, I know. Hey, you should show them the view from our window, dude.
I will.
It's pretty sweet.
There it is. Look at
from
that.
all those YouTube views, thanks
Yeah.
to you guys.
Behind the scenes.
You do it. You do it for us, and we do it for you.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to take you to God Is Not Dead 3.
We'll do that.
Yeah, I think that you need to see that and that you can understand how your beliefs infringe on my beliefs.
Yeah.
And that you're treading on me.
Oh, so if I disagree with you, that means your beliefs are in danger because
Yes.
you challenge that.
That's exactly right.
I
We
see.
should all think the same thing.
Right.